Well, at the Cleveland pools, I've been told that girls and boys usually kept quite separate. And there were gangs. There was a little bit of gang culture there. Maybe not back then, but I know in the 50s and 60s a little bit. So, did you experience girls and boys? Did you experience girls and boys, kissing? Were there rules?
Well, I don't know about Derek, but
I was naive on that.
Yes, you were only 12. Yes.
all the girls that I knew, I treated them like fellas. It wasn't until I was about 15 or 16 that I knew there was a difference.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And my difference was I liked dancing with them.
Yeah.
I liked playing tennis with them.
Yeah.
And they were nice to have around.
Yes.
And that's why I met my wife.
Right. Okay.
I met her at 15, got engaged at 18, married at 21.
Oh, lovely. So did you ever swim at the Cleveland pools later on together, or as a family?
Right. We took the family there.
You did? Yeah. And would you take a picnic, or?
Oh yes.
Yes.
My wife used to go on out there before me, and when I used to finish work, I used to come straight over. I had a car then, and I used to come straight to the baths, and they were there enjoying themselves till about 7 o'clock in the evening.
So do you remember any of the proprietors or the swimming instructors that were there, like John Dagger or Lofty? There was a gentleman there called Lofty who was very, very tall.
No, I can't remember any of them.
I can't remember any of those for myself.
No.
But for my son, Peter Stone, there's a picture of John Dagger with him.
Oh, is there?
In what was the genuine mineral water in Bow Street.
The Bow Street baths, yes.
Which has been taken away from us.
Yeah, yeah.
There was one fella there. He used to help you to learn to swim and things like that. And he was a young, well I say young, we were boys. He was a young man.
Yeah.
Roy Hutton.
Oh, okay.
Roy Hutton.
Roy Hutton.
And he was one of these, muscle men.
Okay.
I got an idea you went on the west of England, rubbing yourself in oil and all
Oh,
that.
okay. Bodybuilder.
But
yeah.
Of course, I lost track of him when I went in the army.
Okay.
I think he took us for PE when I was at the technical school in Bath, which was in what was the old hospital opposite the Bow Street Baths, which is now a hotel.
Yeah. Can you remember why the Bow Street Baths closed? I'm just wondering what you know about the story, because I've read that a girl apparently died in the Roman baths.
She picked up an amino bug.
Yes.
And she was the daughter of a doctor, I presume.
Well, she swam with the Bath dolphins, but apparently they found this bug everywhere, and they just didn't want to risk swimming in the actual baths anymore.
I joined the dolphins.
Did you?
Yeah, but it was pointless really, because I could already swim and I could already life save.
Well, they do obviously training, for races and
I tell you
competitions.
what, there was one fella. He was a councillor then, but he was the mayor of Bath at one time, Mr. Plumbridge.
Oh.
Do you know him?
No.
He was, anyway, the thing
I just love it when names come out of people.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, talking about swimming and that, and the tepid, it all come back to me. I used to go there regularly with the lads, The water was lovely.
Yeah, I bet.
And what happened was in 1946, February the 9th, I always remember that date. Lucky day that was, number 9. I pulled somebody out of the river.
Gosh, did you?
And over the next couple of weeks, I got patted on the back and this, that and the other, and I was invited to join the dolphins. And I remember I had Mr. Plumbridge to take me there, and he said, I'm your, and he was only a councillor then.
Yeah.
And I had to do the life-saving thing with him. So I learned everything. The only thing I didn't learn, which I learned later on, was how to give a kiss of life and get, doing the drowning people.
Yes.
And as I say, that opened a lot of doors for me.
Yeah.
And
how wonderful.
it was great.
Yeah, well, all because you were brave and pulled someone out the river. So when we opened...
It's all documented in the newspaper.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, maybe we can look it up. Now we know the date. You've you've given us the date. That's fantastic. You gave us the date on film, so we can look that up now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chronicle
So,
Area.
well, when we open for swimming again, and we are going to be heating the pool for the first time, we are going to need lifeguards, and you know, we're going to need them regularly, because you know, apparently even if there's only one person swimming, you have to have a lifeguard. And back in the day, you know, I've had sort of little confessions from all sorts of people from your sort of age group saying that they used to leave their children at the pools all day long because they knew that the lifeguard would say, you know, so the lifeguard was sort of like a babysitter or a childminder as well.
Yeah.
So do you have any memories about being scared or something happening to you but feeling safe because there was a lifeguard there, for example?
Well, the upper pool was very safe. It was the lower pool and the one by the river, you know.
That was
That
deep.
was the dangerous one.
Yeah.
That's where the lifeguard was, you know, the muscle man was.
Yeah, down
But I've
there.
never known anybody, you know, come to any difficulty while I was there.
No, I can't place
No,
it.
well, I suppose people, you know, if you're with friends, they look out for you, and older brothers or sisters have to, you know, they're put in charge of you, aren't they? But there must have been one or two little mishaps. I mean, I did interview a lady in Bathwick who told me that she had 6 or 7 brothers, and she was pushed in one day. She still couldn't swim. She was pushed in, and all the brothers jumped in to try and save her because they were, you know, she was their little sister. So I don't know how much that's, you know, whether it was all of them, but you know, nice little story about how, you know, brotherly love and all that. So, have you got any other memories you'd like to share? Can you think of anything else funny that happened,
What,
or
from when I was a young
naughty?
man onwards?
You know, whether you swam across the river and got in.
Oh,
A few people broke in when it was very
I just
busy.
went in there. I didn't even think.
When the
I just-
river was clean, we'd go out to Bathampton and we could dive off of the bridge out there
Yeah.
and go out there.
And Farley, did you go out to Farley?
No, I never
No.
went to Farley.
It's
No.
dangerous there, really.
Yeah.
People don't realise it, but a lot of people go fishing there, and sometimes their lines get snagged,
Yeah.
and that line is left there, and somebody goes swimming, and they might get it round their leg, and you can't break those, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well, Farley, I suppose,
I was
quite a way
very-
out. I was actually thinking of Whalley.
Yeah,
Whalley Manor. Yeah, Whalley Weir. So
the
that's
one-
what you're
the one
referring
there.
to.
But
Yeah.
it was all shingle on one side and clay on the other.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise at the time, not straight away, it was a dangerous place to swim.
Yeah. So the pools will be lovely and safe, a safe outdoor place to swim.
Yes.
And you know they're the oldest in the country, so they really are a very special place, a very, very important heritage site.
Southampton was a very good place to swim.
Yeah.
Although there was a weir
Yeah,
there,
there's a bit more boat activity now though.
we often used to be on the other side,
Mm.
and we used to swim, the lads of it, we used to swim out, then climb up the steps.
Yeah.
And then we had the whole area, and there was a diving board there.
Mm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people used to do it on Pulney Weir as well. They'd swim, they'd, you know, muck about on the
To
tiers
me,
of the weir.
Do not dive from this point, even as an advert. Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, let's try, yeah.
Let's try.
Let's be naughty.
I thought,
So when, you know, if you went on a really, really busy day at the Cleveland pools, I mean, can you envisage how many people would be there? And were there mostly people out of the pool or in the pool?
Well, there were a mixture of swimming and sunbathing if you're on the pool.
Actually, if
Yes.
you got there early enough, you could put your blanket down, and that was your space, nobody invaded it.
No, okay.
But if you got there a bit late, it was hard to find a spot, especially if you wanted to sit with your back against the wall.
Okay. So they didn't have lockers? You would just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
your clothes
There was a place where you could change, but you couldn't leave your clothes
clothes
there.
there?
No, they were
So you just
changing
keep them with you on
Yeah.
where your
Yes.
towel was?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Of course, there wasn't a lot that you would wear when you go, because I was only a warm weather swimmer, so it was only a shirt.
Sure, yeah, you had very little
shorts.
clothing, yeah.
It was-
And you wouldn't have valuables like a phone or anything
It wasn't
then?
the days of wearing long trousers.
Mm.
That only came in a few years after, to
Yeah.
my way of thinking. 'cause
So
all
did either of you
shorts.
do any competition swimming or anything like that? I mean, did you go to any competitions at the pools?
No.
No, it was all about leisure swimming
It was
then.
all about leisure
Yeah.
swimming. The only time I did anything is when I was in the Air Force and proficient at swimming.
Yeah.
So I'd done the prescribed swimming there.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Okay.
Nothing other than enjoyment, you know, from swimming.
I often wonder whether they were trying to drown us. They used to give us all this equipment and say, right, swim across the other side. With a rifle and all, you know. I mean, that way you used to weigh about £9 or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And with all the other equipment on there, I don't know how half of them got across there. Nobody ever drowned, you know, but...
Well, they could have done their training at the
I'll
pools.
tell you where we did it. The River Fleet at White Wages.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lovely place, but it was all shingle on both sides, you know. And but they used to say, right, we're doing this today, and full equipment. You used to wear denims, not your uniform, you know. And you used to wear even your tin helmet and your rifle on your back and your little backpack, you know. And when they said you've got to swim across this, about 100 yards, you know. There's no rope on you or nothing like that, just somebody watching you in a boat.
Yeah, so that was proper training. So I have another question for you. Did either of you come across a gentleman called Commander Forsberg, who used to practice at the Cleveland pools because the water was so cold? It was good practice for him to do a channel swim. And he actually did a channel swim in 1957. And I think he broke the first record or something.
I don't know it.
That didn't ring a bell. No, I think he went very early in the morning, so presumably when nobody else was there. But I thought you might have remembered reading about him in the paper or something.
I tell you, one of the good things I had after I pulled this little lad out the river.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other. I had to shake hands with the mayor and all that, you know. Mayor Stone, I think his name was Stone.
Yeah. Might be your ancestor.
But the thing, no,
I don't think so.
His photographs in the Abbey anyway. Not the Abbey, the Guildhall.
Yeah.
The thing was, they asked me would I like to be a lifeguard part-time at the Tepid.
Oh,
And it
okay.
meant that I didn't have to pay to go in.
Ah,
I could
free
just go in
swimming,
there,
even
have a
better.
swim and just keep an eye on everybody.
So can you remember what you had to pay to get in? Back
It was
then?
only a matter of pennies, I would
Yeah,
think.
so you didn't hesitate, you didn't think it was expensive, it was affordable, yes?
It was within my pocket
It was
money.
within your pocket money, yeah.
Because I wasn't earning any money, it was just what my parents
Just
gave
pocket
us,
money,
like
yeah.
pocket money.
Yeah.
And would go there as a group of us on our bikes,
Yeah.
because, as I was saying before,
Yeah.
it was a distance from Englishcombe Lane across.
And where did you park your bikes? Did you take your bikes
By the
right down
railings.
onto... the railings up the top or
Right,
down by the river?
Down by, you know,
Right, at the
where you
entrance.
could,
Okay,
yeah.
you said the railings,
Because people
okay.
didn't steal things then, or it didn't seem
That's what I'm
to.
saying. Nobody ever stole anything.
No.
You didn't have to chain it up.
No.
Or if you lost anything, it might be a bicycle pump. But that's it.
Right, okay. Well, gentlemen, it's been really lovely
Right,
chatting
lovely.
to you. If you have any other memories, we can always come back.